Welcome back, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of ultra-rare commemorative quarter dollars. These coins are not just valuable but also carry a piece of history with them. So without further ado, let's unveil the top 4 ultra-rare coins and their jaw-dropping market values. So let's get started. First up, the 1999 Connecticut quarter with die errors holds a unique place in numismatic circles. Its connection to the widely popular 50-state quarters program and the historical significance of the Charter Oak adds to its allure. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer drawn in by the fascinating world of coin errors, the Connecticut quarter offers a rich blend of history, artistry, and the thrill of the hunt for rare and valuable coins. As with any collectible, the joy lies not only in the value but in the stories and history that each piece represents, and it holds a special place in the hearts of collectors and residents alike. This detailed exploration will cover the coin's history, design, production, and value, offering a comprehensive overview for enthusiasts and collectors. Connecticut was among the first 5 states honored, with its quarter released on October 12, 1999. The coin's reverse features the Charter Oak, circulated. Coins that have been used in everyday transactions and show signs of wear are generally worth their face value. Uncirculated, coins that have not been used in circulation and retain their original mint luster can be worth more, typically ranging from $100 to $500. Proof, specially produced proof coins, which are struck with a higher degree of detail and a mirror-like finish, are highly sought after by collectors. Clad proof coins can range from $400 to $1,500, while silver proof coins can be worth $500 to $2,200 or more, depending on the silver market. The 50-state quarters program was authorized by the United States Congress through the 50 States Commemorative Coin Program Act, which was signed into law by President Bill Clinton on December 1, 1997. The program aimed to release a series of quarters featuring unique designs for each state in the order they ratified the Constitution or were admitted into the Union. This initiative was intended to both promote coin collecting and educate the public about the rich history and diverse heritage of the United States. The program was a significant departure from the standard Washington quarter, which had featured the same design since 1932. The new quarters would retain the obverse design featuring President George Washington but would have state-specific designs on the reverse. The first quarters were released in 1999, starting with Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. The design for the Connecticut state quarter was chosen through a collaborative process involving state officials, artists, and the public. The final design, created by T. James Farrell, features the Charter Oak, historic symbol of Connecticut's colonial past. The Charter Oak was a large white oak tree that stood in Hartford, Connecticut, and played a pivotal role in the state's early history. The Charter Oak is legendary in Connecticut's history due to its connection to the state's colonial charter. In 1662, King Charles II of England granted the Connecticut colony a royal charter that provided for a significant degree of self-governance. However, in 1687, King James II sought to revoke the charter and consolidate control over the colonies. According to legend, the people of Connecticut hid the charter in the hollow of the Charter Oak to prevent it from being seized by the king's agents. The Charter Oak remained a symbol of American independence and self-governance. Unfortunately, the tree fell during a storm in 1856, but its legacy endures. Pieces of the tree were preserved and crafted into various artifacts, and its image continues to be a powerful emblem of Connecticut's history. The reverse of the Connecticut state quarter features a detailed depiction of the Charter Oak, with its sprawling branches and distinctive trunk. The inscription, "The Charter Oak," appears above the tree, with the state's name, Connecticut, and the year of statehood, 1788, inscribed below. The coin also includes the words, E pluribus unum, which is Latin for, out of many, one, reflecting the unity of the states. The obverse of the coin features the familiar image of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, which has been used on the quarter since 1932. The inscriptions, United States of America, Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the denomination, $quarter, also appear on the obverse. The Connecticut State Quarter was released on October 12, 1999. Like all state quarters, it was produced at 3 different mints, Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced coins for general circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins for collectors. The 50 State Quarters program was immensely popular, drawing millions of new collectors and increasing public interest in numismatics. Many people began collecting the quarters as they were released, often using special maps or albums to display their collections. The program also inspired educational initiatives, with schools incorporating the quarters into lessons about American history and geography. For serious collectors, assembling a complete set of 50 state quarters, including all mint marks and proof varieties, can be a rewarding challenge. The program's success led to the introduction of subsequent series, such as the District of Columbia and U.S. Territories Quarters in 2009, and the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which began in 2010 and concluded in 2021. In conclusion, the 1999 P. Connecticut State Quarter is a cherished piece of the 50 State Quarters program, celebrating the state's rich history and the enduring symbol of the Charter Oak. Its design, production, and historical significance make it a fascinating coin for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Whether one is collecting for educational purposes, investment, or simply for the joy of the hobby, the Connecticut State Quarter represents a small but meaningful piece of American heritage. The 50 State Quarters program was an ambitious initiative by the U.S. Mint that ran from 1999 to 2008. Each quarter in the series features a unique design representing one of the 50 states, commemorating their history, culture, and significant contributions to the United States. The program was introduced as a way to generate interest in coin collecting and to celebrate America's diverse heritage. The Louisiana Quarter, issued in 2002, is part of this series. The obverse of the 2002 Louisiana State Quarter shows the standard Washington Quarter design with a few alterations. The Washington Quarter, that ran from 1932 to 1998, had the date on the obverse, as well as the word Liberty. This design was changed slightly with the introduction of the State Quarters, and later the Territory Quarters and National Park Quarters. The new design still shows Washington looking left, however the obverse text now reads, United States of America, Liberty, in God we trust, $quarter. The reverse of this coin depicts a trumpet to the top, a pelican to the bottom, and an image of the United States of America in the middle. In 1803, Thomas Jefferson purchased 530 million acres of land from the French ruler, Napoleon Bonaparte. The purchase cost $15 million and included the entire middle of the present-day United States. Ultimately, this purchase added 13 new states. The musical culture of jazz was rooted in different cultures. When slaves were brought to America, they brought their musical roots with them. But, there was also a French influence on the jazz culture due to a musical revolution happening in Europe. So, with the representation of the trumpet and the Louisiana Purchase, the coin is symbolizing not only the land acquired and the musical roots, but also the roots derived from French culture. At the bottom of the coin is the state bird, the pelican. These coins did not please anyone seeking aesthetics. Most people did not like the fact that the coin represented the Louisiana Purchase, but then it also showed details that were very particular to the state of Louisiana. Critics said that the two did not mesh together well and that there was a lack of cohesiveness to the coin. This was the 18th coin released in the Statehood Quarters program. The reverse text of the coin reads, Louisiana 1812, Louisiana Purchase, 2002, e pluribus unum. All of the Statehood Quarters were clad, meaning that they were 75 to 80% copper, and the rest was composed of nickel. The core of the coins were solid copper. These coins, however, were produced in silver for special silver-proof sets. The coins minted in included Tennessee, Ohio, Louisiana, Indiana, and Mississippi. Louisiana's history is deeply intertwined with the broader narrative of American expansion and development. Here are some key historical aspects. French colonization. Louisiana was originally a French colony founded in the early 18th century. It was named in honor of King Louis XIV of France. The French influence remains evident in the state's culture, language, and architecture. The Louisiana Purchase. The purchase, completed in 1803, was a landmark event for the United States. President Thomas Jefferson negotiated the deal with Napoleon Bonaparte, which resulted in the acquisition of approximately 828,000 square miles of territory. This acquisition included the land that would become Louisiana. Statehood. Louisiana became the 18th state to join the Union on April 30, 1812. It played a significant role in American history through its involvement in the Civil War and its unique cultural contributions. The 2002 Louisiana quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. The quarter is composed of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. The coin measures 24.26 millimeters, 0.955 inches, in diameter. It weighs 5.67 grams, 0.200 ounces. The quarter has a reeded edge. The value of the 2002 Louisiana quarter varies depending on its condition. In circulated condition, the quarter is worth face value, 25 cents. However, uncirculated or mint state coins can command a higher price, typically ranging from a few dollars up to around $10 or more, depending on the quality and demand. Proof versions of the Louisiana quarter, which are produced with special dies and have a higher quality finish, are often more valuable. Proof coins can be worth several dollars more than their face value, especially if they are part of a complete proof set. Coins with minting errors or unique features might be worth more to collectors. Examples include coins with misprints, off-center strikes, or other unusual characteristics. The 50-state quarters program sparked a significant interest in coin collecting. Collectors often seek quarters from this series to complete their collections or to own a piece of American history. The Louisiana quarter is no exception, and while it may not be the rarest or most valuable in the series, it holds appeal for those interested in state-themed coins and historical events. In conclusion, the 2002 Louisiana quarter is more than just a piece of currency. It represents a significant chapter in American history and celebrates the rich heritage of Louisiana. From its design featuring the Louisiana Purchase and the steamboat to its role in the broader 50-state quarters program, this quarter serves as a reminder of the nation's expansion and the unique contributions of each state. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history and significance of the 2002 Louisiana State Quarter. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories from the world of coins and currency. Happy collecting! The 2001 New York State Quarter is a circulating commemorative coin that, by an awful twist of fate, became one of the most widely publicized and most popular issues in the 50-state quarter series. The New York Quarter was released on January 2, 2001, and became the first 50 states quarters issue for that year. The coin, authorized by the 50 States Commemorative Coin Program Act of 1997, includes a reverse depiction of the Statue of Liberty and a geographical outline of New York State. In 1999, officials at the United States Mint invited then-Governor George Pataki, R., to compile a list of design themes for the New York Quarter. The design candidates included a scene from the Battle of Saratoga, Henry Hudson in his sailing ship Half Moon, the New York Federal Building and the Statue of Liberty. The coin was officially unveiled on January 8, 2001, during an event held at the New York State Museum in Albany, New York. The New York State Quarter and 9/11. When the New York Quarter hit circulation in early January 2001, it was well received by coin collectors and the general public. However, it was not a particularly special coin besides being the 11th issue of the 50 States Quarter series and the first release of the program's third year. This all changed on September 11, 2001, when the New York Quarter took on a larger symbolic significance after the 9/11 attacks. By a stroke of unfortunate coincidence, the New York Quarter was produced in 2001, and many people thus regarded the coin as an accidental yet poignant numismatic memorial to those we lost on September 11. That is when nearly 3,000 people were killed in terrorist attacks that destroyed the World Trade Center. Within weeks of the tragic event, private mints and other players in the secondary market seized on the swelling patriotic fervor by selling colorized New York quarters and other novelty products themed around the coin. The hype surrounding the New York quarter has largely subsided since the early 2000s. However, there are still profiteers hawking patriotically themed, colorized, and gold-plated New York quarters. While such products may have marginal artistic value and are enjoyed by many people, altered versions of the 2001 New York 50 States quarter should not be purchased as financial investments. The value of every 2001 New York State quarter starts at 25 cents, the stated value of the coin. The Philadelphia Mint struck 655,400,000 pieces for circulation, while the Denver Mint struck 619,640,000. Nearly all of these coins entered circulation within a few years of issue. Many were saved by Americans caught up in the 50-state quarters collecting craze. An overwhelming majority of these coins would have been saved in uncirculated condition. Determining the numismatic value of an uncirculated 2001 New York State quarter will require an understanding of raw and certified coins. A raw 2001 New York State quarter in mint state sells for a premium over the coin's 25 cents face value. A fair market value of a 2001 P or 2001 D New York State quarter in choice to gem uncirculated condition is between $1 and $3. Certified coins from Philadelphia in mint state will have been assigned a grade between MS-60 and MS-69. Perfect MS-70 circulation strike coins, while technically possible, are practically unheard of. For the New York quarter, the typical grade for a mint state coin is between MS-63 and MS-67, according to data published by CAC, NGC, and PCGS. MS-68 coins offer the best value for the set registry collector, with coins selling for as little as $40 each on sites like eBay. The record price paid for an MS-69 2001 P New York State quarter is $2,585. The grading services did not receive nearly as many Denver Mint examples as coins struck at Philadelphia, and the population data reflects that. Regardless, the difference in quality between coins struck at the two mints is minimal. Proof coins in copper-nickel clad and 90% silver were struck at the San Francisco Mint. The silver coins are brighter than the clad ones and generally sell for more money. A PR-70 DCAM example in silver is worth about $30, while a coin in the same grade struck on a clad planchet is worth about $20. Design. Obverse. The obverse of the 2001 New York quarter is the first to show a modified portrait of George Washington, a design by John Flanagan based on a 1786 plaster bust by French sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdon. Sculptor-engraver William Cousins designed the newer rendition of Washington, which remains the obverse design for the quarter for the duration of the America the Beautiful Quarter series. The redesign was necessary in part to accommodate new inscriptions on the obverse that previously were featured on the reverse of the quarter. These obverse inscriptions include the legend United States of America in a semicircular arrangement over Washington's head, the motto "In God We Trust" to his right, the word liberty to his left, below his chin, and the denomination $quarter along the bottom side of the rim, under the first president's bust. The inscriptions $quarter and United States of America were located on the reverse of Washington quarters made from 1932 through 1998 but were relocated to the obverse to allow a wider reverse canvas area for the changing 50 states quarter designs. Flanagan initials JF are in the dark area of the bust truncation, and the mint mark is to the right of Washington's ponytail. Reverse. Daniel Carr designed the reverse of the New York quarter, and it was engraved by Alfred Maletsky. The theme of the quarter is denoted in the reverse inscription as Gateway to Freedom, which is superimposed on the upper right side of a geographical outline of New York State. The most prominent design element is the Statue of Liberty, which is seen standing tall before the outline of the Empire State. The Statue of Liberty, which welcomed millions of European immigrants entering the United States via Ellis Island during the late 19th and early 20th centuries, is a symbolic reference to the coin's Gateway to Freedom theme. The 151-foot-tall statue was made by French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi in the 1870s and shipped to the United States in 214 crates. It was then erected atop a 154-foot-tall pedestal. In addition to the Statue of Liberty, other elements on the reverse of the New York quarter include the date 2001 and the motto E Pluribus Unum below the central design feature. At the top of the coin are the inscriptions New York and 1788, with the latter a reference to the year New York was admitted as the 11th state of the Union. 4 stars along the left rim and 7 stars running along the right rim collectively symbolize New York's status as the nation's 11th state. Under the left side of the New York State outline are Maletsky's initials, AM. Coin specifications. Country, United States of America. Year of issue, 2001. Denomination, quarter dollar, 25 cents USD. Mint mark P, Philadelphia, D, Denver, S, San Francisco. Mintage P, 655,400,000, D, 619,640,000, S, proof 3,094,140. Alloy, clad, 75% copper, 25% nickel outer layer with pure copper core, silver, 90% silver, 10% copper. Weight, 5.67 g, clad, 6.25 g, silver. Diameter, 24.30 millimeters, edge, reeded. OBV designer, John Flanagan William Cousins. REV designer, Daniel Carr Alfred Maletsky. Quality, business strike, uncirculated, proof. In conclusion, the 2001 New York State quarter dollar is more than just a piece of currency, it is a reflection of New York's rich history, cultural significance, and its role in shaping the United States. From its depiction of the Statue of Liberty to its role in the 50-state quarters program, this coin encapsulates a key aspect of American heritage. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the New York State quarter offers insight into the historical and cultural fabric of New York. Its value may fluctuate based on its condition and rarity, but its significance as a symbol of freedom and state pride remains timeless. As you explore this quarter, you not only engage with a piece of American history but also connect with the broader narrative of the nation's development and identity. The quarter dollar is a United States coin worth 25 cents. It has been produced on and off since 1796 and consistently since 1831. From its inception until 1964, the denomination was issued in silver. It underwent several design changes, including finally the silver Washington quarter, 1932 to 1964, featuring the first president of the United States on the obverse and the American eagle clutching a bunch of arrows on the reverse. Initially meant as a one-year design to commemorate 200 years since the birth of George Washington in 1932, the obverse became the definitive design for the denomination and has been used ever since. The reverse was issued in this form until 1998, after which time the series of state quarters circulating commemorative started being issued instead. The 50-state quarters program was a 10-year initiative started to support a new generation of coin collectors, and it became the most successful numismatic program in history, with roughly half of the U.S. population collecting the coins, either in a casual manner or as a serious pursuit. Between 1999 and 2008, the United States Mint issued 5 different state quarters every year, each dedicated to one of the U.S. states, in the order of their entrance into statehood. In order to accommodate the reverse designs better, some of the wording which was previously on the reverse was transferred to the obverse. This was done by Mint sculptor engrave William Cousins, whose initials were added to those of the original designer John Flanagan on the truncation of George Washington's neck. The Nevada quarter is the 36th coin released in the 50-state quarters program and the first for 2006. It was released on January 31, 2006. Nevada, admitted into the Union on October 31, 1864, themed the coin the Silver State. Nevada state quarter dollars issued in 2006 have now been in circulation for 18 years. Obverse. At its center, the obverse of the coin shows the portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States, 1789 to 1797, facing left. He has long hair, tied below the neck with a ribbon. The designer's initials JF are in relief on the neck truncation, followed by those of the engraver, WC, for William Cousins. To the left of the portrait, the inscription Liberty. On 3 lines to the right, the motto In God We Trust. Around above, the legend United States of America. Around below, the value and denomination in words, $quarter. The mint mark is a small letter behind George Washington's neck. Mint marks this year are D, P, or S for Denver Mint, Philadelphia Mint or San Francisco Mint respectively. The reverse of this coin depicts a very beautiful design of stampeding stallions. There are 3 horses total shown on the coin. 2 of the horses are running towards the viewer, while another stands in the background looking towards the sky. Mountains grace the background as the sun appears from behind them. To either side of the coin, there is a wreath of flowers that extends for 50% of the height of the coin. Below the horses is a small banner with the state motto, the Silver State. The Mustangs shown on the coin represent the state's large population of wild horses. The mountains in the background as topped with snow, however it is difficult to see. The motto refers to the state's plentiful silver or mines. Designs for this coin varied greatly. Daniel Carr, who had designed numerous other coins that were never accepted, designed a motif showing a train, poker cards, and a coin from the Carson City Mint. However, the Mint decided to take the coin in a different direction instead of showing those items. In 2004, Nevada State Treasurer Brian Kalicki was given the task of coming up with the design to grace the coin. He created a panel that consisted of a numismatist and several other people. Nevada had a long history in several different facets, so it was hard for the committee to choose just one item to show. None of the art or concepts that the committee developed was acceptable to the Mint. Eventually, residents decided that they wanted a design called Morning in Nevada that would show wild Mustangs running in the sunrise. As usual, when the final decisions on the coin came, the committee didn't listen to any of the concerns or ideas that the citizens had. The committee tried every design they could, including one that featured a ram in the Sierra Nevada mountains. But, the final coin was ramless and actually did have the citizens' choice of the wild Mustangs represented. This goes to show that sometimes what the people want is the best option. This was the 36th coin released in the statehood quarters program. The reverse text of the coin reads, Nevada 1864, the Silver State, 2006, e pluribus unum. All of the statehood quarters were clad, meaning that they were 75 to 80% copper, and the rest was composed of nickel. The core of the coins were solid copper. These coins, however, were produced in silver for special silver-proof sets. The coins minted in included Nevada, Nebraska, Colorado, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Varieties on the 2006 Nevada State Quarter. This coin, designed by John Flanagan and Don Everhart, was produced in a silver variety as part of proof sets. There were a total of 1,585,008 silver coins produced for this series. They are composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. The average price of the single silver coin ranges from $5 to $10, depending on the grade. The easy indicator to determine if your coin is silver is by the mint mark. The silver quarters will have an S mint mark, rather than a P or D. In addition to the silver quarters, Late Night TV began selling gold-plated state quarters in an attempt to con viewers into thinking that the coin would be worth a lot more. Unfortunately, the amount of gold that it takes to plate a quarter is very insignificant, and these gold-plated quarters have no value in the collector community.